Here's how to progress handstand push-ups from beginner to advanced levels. The following methods can be applied to both variations. Let's look at chest to wall as an example. Eccentrics offer an effective way of developing strength in reverse. Lower down smoothly with control from the top position to the bottom. Aim to spend around 5 seconds on each negative to ensure sufficient time under tension through every joint angle. Always lower through the full range with tension in your muscles. The final phase is the most challenging, and you have to resist the urge to just flop down. Success with eccentrics lies in performing multiple reps in a row. This provides the necessary volume and intensity to drive progress. Partial reps are a stepping stone towards full range of motion. We're doing both the eccentric lower and the concentric push when training partials. Choose a height which is tough but tolerable for multiple reps. The goal is to combine quality and quantity of work when doing partials. As you gradually train partials closer towards the ground, expect to notice an improvement in overhead strength. An introductory exercise is the hamstring curl handstand push-up. Use a bar or ledge around shoulder height to get the right movement mechanics. During handstand push-ups, press your heels down to assist in going through full range of motion. This exercise serves as a bridge between pike push-ups and the full wall version. Back to wall handstand push-ups apply the earlier concepts. This version, using the legs to assist, deloads the intensity on our upper body. Back to wall handstand push-ups give stability into overbalance. You'll learn how to push away from the wall, acquiring a different skill set which is missing when facing the other way. The floor handstand push-up is helpful homework. It's important to master this small but important range of motion first. You'll learn how to shift weight forward and keep the body angled during handstand push-ups. Pressing with tucked elbows will make your shoulders strong and stable for freestanding reps. It's your responsibility to control the movement and not let it control you. Keep hollow body tension and resist form breakdown. The technique is simple, but the challenge lies in pushing yourself and doing so consistently, adding reps over time. Everyone should master floor pike push-ups with strict technique. This exercise is humblingly hard. Training with tucked elbows and a forward lean during floor pike push-ups sets you up for success and should not be skipped. These can feel as difficult as handstand push-ups in terms of intensity, given minimal weight bearing on the toes. Elevated pike push-ups are more challenging. When your feet are higher than your hands, you're pushing a greater portion of your body weight. Any elevation between knee to hip height is suitable for pike push-ups. Remember to consider the relative distance between your hands and feet when training at an elevation. Floor pike push-ups have limitations because our head only reaches hand level, resulting in strength development within a limited range of motion. This can be likened to overhead pressing with partial reps where the weight stops around head height. However, this doesn't render floor pike push-ups useless. Strengthening within this range is functional for floor handstand push-ups. Nevertheless, since we have big strength goals, working towards overhead pressing at a deficit long term, we should make our pike push-ups more challenging when we're ready. Deficit pike push-ups with hands and feet level increase the range of motion at the shoulder. Range of motion varies along a continuum for pike push-ups, and the long-term goal should be to aim for chest to box depth. Palms flat is the most functional hand placement for those that are aiming to transition to palms flat handstand training. Deficit handstand push-ups expand your strength through a larger range of motion. Gradually increase the deficit over the weeks, months, and years of your handstand training. Don't expect to make drastic progress overnight. Overhead pressing is a notoriously stubborn movement pattern. Just a small increase in the deficit equates to lifting several kilos of additional weight. Calisthenics should be treated with the same respect as gym training when it comes to intensity. The optimal height is one which allows you to maintain control through full range of motion with proper posture. As long as if you're challenged in the rep range in the workout program, have confidence knowing that the deficit you're using is a correct intensity for you. The ideal level of intensity lies between too easy and impossible. Your training should be challenging yet manageable. Please track the height of the deficit used, as this will guide intensity and progression. We need to be calculated with our approach to calisthenics. What gets measured gets managed. Seeing our deficit change over time is motivating. It puts your progress in perspective and keeps you grinding for more. Also, you'll be able to clearly increase the intensity based on what you've done previously. A smart and sustainable way to keep improving at handstand push-ups. The debate between chest versus back to wall is popular online. Back to wall handstands are useful as a general strength and size builder with decent carryover to calisthenics depending on the technique used. You're still doing a closed kinetic chain bodyweight exercise which increases vertical pushing strength. I don't see anything wrong with these as a variation to build one's foundation or used for a mesocycle or two. Chest to wall handstands are the most biomechanically specific to freestanding handstands. We're encouraged to use an angled body press. This variation is harder on the shoulders. If you're competent at wall handstand push-ups and want specific strength, time is best spent training the chest to wall variation. Don't be afraid to experiment with both variations during your handstand pro journey. You can't go wrong getting strong. By training handstand push-ups with a wall, we can increase strength in isolation thanks to the stability. Think about this. If we can't rep out handstand push-ups with a wall, how can we expect to do so in freestanding with balance in the mix?